Hey everybody,
Hi everybody.
we're back from our trip. We were going to go out and get us an air conditioner, I think, today.
Yes, we need it.
We got this little wall unit in here.
Actually, we have two.
There's two. There's one in the bedroom as well. It's just not cold enough. It's just so hot here, and this little unit's just struggling. I think I'm getting a split type installed. It's going to save on energy, and it's going to cool this place down really nicely. So we're going to be on the shopping trail for a new air conditioner today and a few other things. So come on along with us.
Stay tuned.
All right, off we go. Thanks for joining us. We're just going to drive around the neighborhood today, around Angeles, looking for an air conditioner. So yeah, just come along for the ride.
Today is one of those days that I really enjoy the bike ride because it's no traffic and it's really enjoyable. That's a good Sunday.
Yeah, because sometimes Mercy is on her really antsy and really grabbing the seat, my shoulders and back hard when we're going through this traffic. She's on the back just holding on tight. I'm concentrating on getting to destination B, A to B, and she's taking it all in the back, just dodging all the Panda drivers and all the Grab drivers on the bikes, because they run quick. They want to get their job done.
Of course, there's
So
money for
you
them.
got to watch out for those Grab and those Panda guys.
And panda food.
The Panda food guys. But anyway, this is basically the way we go to the area of Walking Street or Fields, anything up in that direction, because they got that Malbanius Bridge right here. That's Malbanius Road. They have that bridge that's cut off, and it just makes it for a longer route to get that way. But I think we would have came this way anyway, going to Robinson's. We're going to stop off at Robinson's Mall, which is right up around the corner here. First, check some prices there. Then we're going to head up towards S&R. So yeah, just enjoy the ride. Just a little bit back and forth between Daou and Hensonville.
And believe it or not, it's sunny, but it's breezy, it's cool, it's a cool breeze. Looks like it's gonna rain, but no,
Never
it
did.
was no, never did.
It didn't rain on us, but it looked like it. But I like it. Driving in this kind of weather is just a pleasure. When the sun's not beating down on you, it makes a big difference. So cloudy days right now in this heat are very welcome when you're out riding on the bike.
I absolutely love it.
The wind going through your hair and everything, or through your mask, I should say. The wind blowing through your mask and your shield. It's just so pleasurable.
It is. It was.
Oh, funny. So here we are pulling into the Robinson's parking garage. If I can get in here without getting runned over. Yeah, it's funny. You get in here and they want to check your license plate and everything, and I don't know what real reason there is behind recording who's coming in and out, but they want to do it, so we stop and let them take our numbers down, and they do the same thing when you exit. Usually, sometimes, I don't remember stopping before going out, but now they want to stop you going out too.
Well, they used to give you the ticket, and you can give the ticket back when you leave the place. But they stopped that about 2 months ago.
So here I am coming through here, looking for a place to park. This is how they park bikes along here. It's like up on a sidewalk. There's a drop-off on the right-hand side here down to the car, where all the cars are parked. It's tight. It's a tight squeeze to get your bikes in there. So yeah, we got to finagle our way in this little narrow way. It's kind of interesting. On the other side of the parking garage, actually, you're parking down where the cars park. But right up in here, they give you a little place on the sidewalk. It's rather interesting. So we're on our way to the next spot. We're gonna go check out S&R because Robinsons really didn't have a lot to choose from, but took a couple snapshots. Yeah, they didn't have a lot to choose from, so we took a couple pictures. Here I had to pick Mercy up because she couldn't get on the bike on the little sidewalk area in fear of falling off.
Telling you, I don't want,
So
I don't want to affect, domino effect in all the bikes.
yeah, yeah, it'd be like those crazy biker movies where they go outside the bar and they tip one bike over and it starts a domino effect in all the bikes. Then we had to really get out of there. This guy here comes zipping by. The guard gets really pissed off. Can't see him because he wasn't on camera, but yeah, he was like giving this guy the stink eye for blowing past us because he didn't stop to get his license plate checked.
Yeah, that was
So
me.
yeah, yeah. You know what? I don't remember stopping. So the guy could have just thought they weren't stopping.
No, you have to stop because they write it down your license plate, and when you leave, yeah, they check it out.
Right. Well, something new.
I
'Cause I
guess.
don't think they were doing that before. So you got to give that guy the benefit of the doubt. That's what Mercy and I are talking about now through our helmets. It's kind of hard to hear us uh, yapping back and forth. But yeah, the guy was pretty funny. But yeah, we got coming up on MacArthur here, doing this little roundabout. Get up on MacArthur here, you see the traffic changes quite a bit. Yeah, coming up right here is a nice little merging spot onto MacArthur. It's tough to sometimes get in here. Nobody wants to let you in. So you kind of got to force your way in, look for a spot, and sometimes right up on the sidewalk, whatever it takes. That's a good little spot there to get stuck. Yeah, we didn't really know where we were going. Just kind of took a peek on my phone. But yeah, the Savers appliances is up here in this Best Western. It's like a Best Western hotel. It's a Savers mall, actually, is what it's called. It's up here on the left, not too far up. But yeah, it's a nice little spot. If you live in Angeles City, or if you're coming here eventually and you need appliances, I know there's probably many places to go, but this one was laid out really well. They have little showrooms and such for each brand, and yeah, I was impressed, and the prices were really good. And they had some good promotions, so recommend Savers for you guys to check out if you need appliances. So far, looks like the place to go.
Yeah, definitely. It's better prices than Robinson.
Yeah, they had a deal here too where it was free installation, which means a lot because I think they charged 8,500 to 9,000 pesos for installation of your unit, and I think that's up to 10 feet of cord or tubing, and then they charge you per foot additional over 10 feet. So I don't know what we're going to be at, but you know what? We'll go ahead and put a video out the day they install our unit here. We'll share with you which unit we purchased, how much we spent, and you'll see how much different it is inside. I'm going to look and see if I can get some kind of a before and after thermometer so I
I
can.
want to be wearing my sweater at home.
Yeah, yeah. I was told we're going to make it snow in here. Somebody said, "Oh man, you got a big unit to be putting in that little apartment. You're going to be making it snow." And I said, "That's what I'm hoping for. We're going to make it cool."
Yes, I need it. Oh my
Yeah.
God, so hot.
Yeah, we like to cool down during the day, get out of the hot sun. We don't mind getting out in the sun, but no, not whatsoever. We're out doing our camping trips and all that. We love it. There are times where we, get a little overheated, but nighttime comes and cools off quite a bit. It's just during the middle of the day. It's just hard to deal with. Uh, we're from Florida, and we've always had, you know, hot climate. We've always been used to that, and Mercy from Mexico, of course, always had a hot climate. But the summertime here in the Philippines is just as hot or hotter than any place we've lived. I know there's some deserts. People say, hey, you haven't seen hot until you're out in the desert of Saudi Arabia digging ditches or something. And I'm like, man, I bet you that does not compare at all. That's for sure. No, here we're giving this place right here, Builder's Warehouse, a chance as a last resort. See if we can just happen upon some kind of great deal. And so we popped in here to this Builder's Warehouse out on the Dau Access Road.
Let's
They
see
have
what
these little
Builder's
boats.
Warehouse got for us. Builder's Warehouse may have an air conditioner. Let's see what's up.
These little boats out there hanging up on the sign. I was thinking, oh man, we should have had one of those instead of that damn kayak the other day. We wouldn't have tipped over. Should have had a rowboat instead of a kayak.
Any beach gear is like, take our attention
Yeah, right.
all the time.
We're always looking for the next best thing for camping. We're loading up on some more camping gear, believe it or not. We thought of some things through. I bought a tent just for my gear to go in. I don't want to sleep with all my gear in the tent, and I don't want to put it outside so a snake or a rat or something animal can climb in all my gear bags
Or your
outside
clothes.
or
You
clothes
put your
bags.
underwear in.
Yeah, put your underwear, big spider in there or something. So yeah, we bought a small waterproof tent just to throw our luggage and our gear in there to zip it up, keep it out of the elements. It was a cheap little $10 tent, but it said it's waterproof. We'll see. But just to keep critters out is nice, and that way it opens up our tent. I don't know. Our tent's pretty big, and we could probably deal with it. But it's fun to
It's
buy
more
stuff and play around. Pitch 2 tents up, one for your gear. Plus Marcos is gonna be, man, you got 2 tents. I only got 1 tent. So we gotta, it's like, got it out, keep up with the Joneses. We gotta play that game. Marcos said he's gonna grab a great big old tent next time we go. We'll see how that works out.
I hope so.
He's upgraded so far twice. Now he's thinking of the Taj Mahal. He's looking for like rooms and tents. So I'm good just to have an extra tent for my gear. But yeah, we really look forward to getting out there and doing some more activities. We like the activities.
Yeah, especially summertime is so hot, and being on the beach and having a good time, snorkeling, playing with my
Crabs.
especially, right? No, the girls they always have fun together. They're good girls. We love it.
All right, we're coming up on the checkpoint here in Dau. It's usually backed up quite a bit here, but today it was moving through pretty good. I think I lucked out. There was quite a few people pulled over. They were checking them for registrations and whatever, helmets and what have you. I just kind of zipped on through today, or this day. Didn't have any problem. I've been pulled over several times to check my registration, license, and all that stuff. It's just a standard procedure at these checkpoints. A lot. You'll see that a lot. Never had any hard time given to me. So, and we got this loop here, this crazy circle to maneuver around to get back running on MacArthur again. It's their way of creating a merge in the traffic over to this perimeter road here and all. So got to take this little loop, It's always congested, and this is not too bad today. It's actually pretty smooth sailing around here today.
I love Sundays. I love Sundays. Look at that. It's so smooth.
Yeah,
No?
Mercy's always on pins and needles when we're driving. She's getting better at it though. And I will say, Mercy's a great passenger. When you have somebody on the back of your bike, whether it be a scooter or a motorcycle, they need to know how to be a passenger. It's very important. You got to know how to lean with you in the turns. You can't be, looking over your shoulder and making you off balance. I mean, Mercy's really good. She goes along with she foresees what's coming ahead. She's pretty good at warning me and stuff I'm really not seeing. She's got her eyes on everything. I'm kind of focused right in front of me. I don't want to say I have blinders on. I'm pretty aware. But you know how it is when you're driving. You're kind of focused on what's right in front of you more so. And I do look in my mirrors, but having Mercy in the back there, she warns me a lot about watch out for this, watch out for that. Because there's a lot to watch out for driving in the Philippines, my friends. I mean, it's you can tell. I mean, you look at some of my driving videos. I consider myself a pretty decent driver, and I don't take a lot of risks. But it helps to have somebody in the back of the bike that knows how to be a passenger. So sometimes you'll get somebody back there they just don't know how to lean with you. And that's the most important time. When you're trying to corner, people are fighting against you on the turn. Not good. Not
Yeah.
good at all.
You have to balance very good and always be prepared for whatever happens. You know, your legs, they're like
Yeah, get
ready.
ready to hit the eject button.
Exactly.
You got to do the James Bond eject. You got to be ready to launch yourself freely into the air at all times.
You have to be alert.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's knock on wood. We've been good so far. We've driven here for over a year, and it's been fun. It's an adventure every time we get out there on the road. I tell you.
No, my family is like, you are what? Riding a bike? Are you crazy? You never done it before. Be careful. Oh my God, I want to be praying every day for you now. I say, well, yeah, that's good, but thank God Eric is a good driver, and you know, we're cautious. You have to. You have to.
Yeah. It's funny. The only time I had a motorcycle as a teenager, way prior to me even coming to the Philippines, the first time when I was a teenager, I had motorcycles as kids. It was a little like dirt bikes and stuff like that. We hit the trails, but we also rode on the roads back then. Nobody cared. We were probably 12,
But
like 12, 13 years old, 11, 12.
yeah, but the traffic, I'm sure it was like 50% that we have now.
Oh, I had no traffic. It was just the experience of riding a bike back then as a kid, and then all this time later, I decided to get a bike. And I'm like, yeah, no, it's not no big deal. I've ridden a bike before. It's been about 40 years.
Only.
It's only been about 40 years, but I rode a bike before, no problem. And it wasn't. It's not too hard to ride a scooter though. There's no gears to deal with or nothing like that. And this bike's got anti-lock brakes. I chose to get the anti-lock brakes for this reason, for several reasons. When it is raining and the roads are wet, you gotta have good brakes and also good tires. First thing I did was take those stock tires off of there and got me some nice Michelin city grip tires, really good all-weather rain tire with some tread on it. Because the ones that came on the bike out of the showroom, they were slick. Oh my goodness, they were like racing slicks. They hardly had any grooves in them whatsoever. And from what I'm told, they're cheap tires. They're stopping back into the Robinsons right now on the way back because I wanted to pick up some things, some groceries. And then you know what? I decided, we went ahead and made a decision on which aircon to get. And I didn't have my credit card with me, so back home we go. Grab the credit card, and then we're going to head on back out to Savers, and that's where we ended up making our purchase at Savers. But there again, I'm going to, have a video on installation day. You all can see what it's like to have one of these put in if you haven't installed one of these split type units before or not. And
But you will
I
have,
haven't either, so we'll experience it together.
and also you will have an idea of what works here with all these appliances
Yeah,
that
the
you need.
system of how it works. So far, it's just like anything else. They're going to deliver it, schedule the installation. It's going to come a few days after the delivery. Hopefully it all goes well and I get contacted as I should. I've got my phone number, I've got their phone number, and they have my number, so we'll see. I mean, anything could happen, but I'm hoping for a smooth experience here.
Trying to cover all the bases because sometimes you never know, so you have to think
Oh
like
yeah.
sometimes to the other part.
9 times out of 10, I'm calling somebody saying, "Hey, you were supposed to call me, and I didn't hear from you." Oh yeah, that's right, sir. Like,
Yeah,
so that happens a lot. So,
all the time.
anyways,
We're trying to beat the rain. Can you
yeah,
tell?
the weather's changed a bit at this point. Looks like it's going to rain. Um, Luckily, it never did, but it definitely cooled things off a lot.
Oh yeah, that was a nice afternoon
It was
after that.
a good time to ride. If you can, we drove to Subic that day, down to Barreto the other day, and it was a decent ride too. It was hot for part of the time, direct sunlight, but then it got cloudy and it helped a lot. I still managed to get my knees burnt. I didn't put sunscreen on my knees.
Oh, I know.
That's the only thing. Now they're nice and tan. They didn't peel or nothing, but I do have these sleeves that I put on my arms now. I don't like to wear long sleeve shirts. Of course, it's 100 degrees out. But I do have these sunscreen sleeves that I bought that are actually very cool. It lets the air in, yet it protects you from the sun. And I peel them off and on like stockings on my arms every time I get in and out of off the bike. So
It helps you a lot.
I do recommend those who ride bikes, if you haven't discovered these yet, in the summertime, I don't care where you're at, buy those sleeves. They're just sun protection sleeves. You can get different colors to match your clothes if you want to. Just buy black ones. Goes with everything. You don't want white ones. Yeah, I was thinking it was raining or something with all the water on the roads, but I guess they had some pipe work or something going on over here. But at first I thought, well, we had a little rain when we were in the Robinsons. If it did, it just rained in this little neighborhood and nowhere else because it dries up real quick.
Yeah, it looks like it, but I think it's just some people cleaning.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of cleaning because it's for a whole stretch there for a little bit. But yeah, it's funny on all these streets, not all of them, but you'll see that there's just like here, there's a merge. There's no stop sign here anywhere. You should technically stop coming to this road, but there's no stop sign. And in many of these roads, there are no stop signs. If you look, you just kind of need to know you have to stop, but nobody stops.
Yeah, your
Every
instinct.
everything's a merge. Nobody really stops.
No, nobody.
So I'm wondering to myself, man, if I get back visiting the States anytime soon and I go back to driving there, am I going to drive like I drive here?
I hope not.
I don't know, but yeah, right now it's like it's been a long time since I stopped at a stop sign, man. I just keep blowing through and just make, I'm pretty good about not seeing somebody, seeing if somebody's coming or not. But yeah, there's no stop signs. Take a look. There's rarely a stop sign. Now there are a few stop lights, here and there, but
Yeah, it's funny the first day that we are on the bike and I see that one or two stop sign and I was like, Eric, they don't even stop. That's not right. But yeah,
it is.
but after that day, I used to.
Yeah, you get used to it. It's a constant merge, is what it is. Everything's a merge, and it really keeps you on your toes too. I'm telling you. I don't know if it's better or worse. I'm sure it's worse. But just like turning right here, there's cars coming and stuff. I knew I had plenty of time, but you got to watch the cars coming in off from the left because they're not stopping either.
No.
So it's like, you feel safe that you can come across because you got a little bit of room between the car in front of you before you have to cut a left. But the big thing is that you normally wouldn't have to worry about too much is, well, several things. Is the car on the adjacent street going to come blasting over there and try to take a left too and come out in front of you? Or do you have somebody trying to pass you on the behind you as you turn? Because that's happened too. I've had people, I'm ready to turn left. Here comes somebody come blow by me on the left.
Oh,
With
yeah.
my signal on, they know I'm turning left.
They don't
But
care.
they choose to go ahead and pass me anyway, knowing I could turn right into them. So you really got to watch and be careful. Watch your mirrors. There's a lot of passing on the right. There's a lot of driving up on the sidewalks. There's a lot of driving between cars. Anywhere you can fit your bike in between on a piece of pavement is a go. Everything goes. Nobody cares. It's expected, really. So many times I just stay in line with the cars, and people look at me like, "What are you doing? You're on a bike. You should be weaving in and out of all these people. You shouldn't be sitting there. You're messing up traffic, boy. You're sitting there behind that car. You shouldn't be there. You're just making the line longer. You get around them cars."
The only ones that are waiting with
We're waiting with the cars. Well, there's some places my bike won't fit between, like some of these other smaller bikes. I do have a little bit bigger than the average bike here. Not a lot of 155s running around. There's more 125s and even less of bikes out, and they can squeeze through these little tight areas more. I've seen some pretty big bikes, daringly squeezing between cars a lot. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna come through there and scratch somebody's car.
No, you don't want to do that.
I'm not gonna. It ain't worth it to save what? You're not even gonna save any time. You really, I'll see you at the next light. The person squeezing through there, I'll see them at the light, if there is a light. There is a few lights, but nobody's blowing through lights or nothing here, but stop signs, non-existent. Hardly any stop signs. I know that Brian's got a stop sign out in his neighborhood over there that nobody stops at, the famous stop sign that nobody stops at. I think they leave it up there for a joke, honestly, because there are no other stop signs. Look at every cross street on my videos. There are no stop signs.
They put it like an ornament.
An ornament.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, it's not even it's like a suggestion. Now, you just got to know. I mean, you know what, and it's not just here. In Alongapo, it's the same way. And another thing is one-way streets. You don't know, there are not much signage out for one-way
No,
streets.
You have to guess.
You got to guess by looking at which way the cars are parked. If you see all the cars facing the same direction, it's probably one way. So, I mean, there's nothing really out there to tell you too much. And Google, every now and then, Google Maps will take you down the wrong way of a one-way street, because it doesn't really know exactly, or they've maybe not updated it and changed it. Maybe it changed to a one-way street fairly recently, and Google doesn't know. But it's kind of odd. I mean, it is. There's a lot to get used to driving here. It's kind of fun in some ways, but I know it's more dangerous than most places in the world. I guess there's a lot more dangerous places. I hear India's
India,
horrible about driving, especially on bikes. But
We're
sure
not going to drive in India, that's for sure.
Mercy's not going to drive right on the back with me in India, that's for sure. Yeah. But yeah, we got to check it out and see what it's all about. But so far, it's about, I don't know. I've driven in L.A. L.A.'s a beast. It's crazy.
But it's different when you're in the car.
I've driven in big cities. Of course, it's different in a car. Many aspects of driving in the bike I feel a little not safer, but it's not as bad as you'd think. I know people get overconfident when they ride on motorcycles and they drive, and I kind of feel that way. That I feel my bike. I understand how it rides on the road, and I trust it to a point, but you can't trust it too much. There's no way. I've slipped in some slippery oil on the road before in Alongapo, and it makes you think, because as good as your tires might be,
You never know.
it doesn't matter how new they are. Oil on the road or gas on the road on a blacktop road going around a curve. I slipped a little bit and it grabbed, but it was a little eye opener. It's like, whoa, could have very easily lost it. So you got to watch everything. Rocks in the road. You got chickens and dogs and roosters running around out in the roads. Cats. Oh, goats, whatever.
Oh, one day one bird hit us in their legs. Remember?
Yeah, I got smacked by a bird on my shin. Got me a bird. I think he flew off too. I think he made it.
Oh yeah, he made it.
Yeah, it kept
He made
flying.
it.
I couldn't believe it. A few feathers popped off of him, but he kept going. But yeah, you got to watch out for all your elements. You got to watch out for people, animals,
Flies.
flies, yeah, bugs. You got to have your shield or glasses on, or you get a bug in the eye, and that can mess up your day. You know, when you're going about 30 or 40 miles an hour, you get smacked with a big June bug in your eye. So yeah, no, that's about it, guys. We found the air conditioner we wanted up here at Sabres. Finally got my card. We're up here buying this thing. Um, we'll see you pretty soon on the installation side of it.
Oh yeah, don't miss it. It's gonna be good.
It's going to be exciting installation of an air conditioner.